Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. You're not ready. You're not ready. He's crashing.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Lucky. Any weapons? Leo.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check 15. Look at me. Door. Look. Squeeze. Hey, Haywood.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Avoids him at the 40. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Tighten up. Pull it together. My five. I got one.
Hey, Delta.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, Irvin. Check back. 26 Mike. Bring it. 26 Mike. Man, I got you.
wants it all for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Back, Sam, on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 26, check 26. Lock it. Check. Ready, go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
3rd and 1.
Got it. 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's checking. Crash. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3. Squeeze. Get in there. Ready.
They'll try to run for it here. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Watch twist. 49. Check 49. Check. You're out. 36. Switch.
On the draw play, Coleman. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8, and it sets up a 3rd and 15. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game.
8 read. You're out. Get him. Switch it out.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check it backer. Jim. Hard.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
go now. 60 outlaw. You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Hey, lock it. Hey, Alpha. Check three. Let's go.
On second down, it's Harris. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
That's really good. Push him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check. Leo. 5. 26 Mike. Run it. 26 Mike. I'm going to run you over. Hey, Charlie.
On third down, Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out. Topper. Hey, exit.
Back to throw. Lawrence. It's brought in by Harris. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
4 down. Kill. 26 Mike. Wild Bill. Look at me. Go. Look. Squeeze. Hey,
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shift. Hey, echo. Mike Ball. I got you, boy. Ready.
2nd and 10. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hard. Bravo. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Mike 5. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Mike 5! Mike 5! You don't want nothing. Smooth! Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
I hit it.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He gets it complete to Harris. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator. Protein spill. Hey, dude. Check.
Finds the mic. Blue Dan. Finds the mic.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Get in there, let's get in there, huh? Mike 5. Go.
5.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Nice. Cool. Charlie.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
They go run.
look to throw now on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end lane. Complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And the 49er hands team does its job. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I got wide. Hey, 25. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Kill. Turn.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
Here we go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, lock it.
Mark 5. Get ready.
Greystone travel.
The twins.
SOS.
Hey, seam 6. Now.
They'll run. Here's Harris. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. It's complete to Watt. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 8, read.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Go.
Mike 5. Let's go one more.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Harris, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Look at me. Go. Go.
Harris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Yes. Ready.
On 1st down, Harris. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
30 base.
Check safety, check safety.
Rock it, rock it.
On second down, it's Harris. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
26 Mike. Time to go, night. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Back to pass.
Hey, orbit.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, Alpha.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Night, sweetheart.
5.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Get it.
On third down, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
50, slant.
First down.
Check it out, Reed.
Hey, Charlie.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go, D. All day.
Go.
All day.
5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D4. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check. Lucky.
X3. 218, chopper.
Trying to collect. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Yeah. You don't want to.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Exit.
What's tight is right. 4 down. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Crunch down, defense. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Now.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the... Let's go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, block it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
26 Mike. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Go, go.
Fires the mic. Fires the mic. Let's go, baby. Big turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Shoot.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Now a depth. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Hayward. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught by Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Second and 15. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Back to throw here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about it.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
3 down.
Hey, dude.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. I'm here all day.
Back to throw. Lawrence finding Harris over the middle. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Hey!
26 Mike, 26 Mike. We got it, we got it.
Hey, Haywood.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
5.
2nd and 3. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Yards on the scamper there. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the 49ers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.